Good morning, bloomers and friends. It's Russ here, and we're doing another segment of After Bloom. If you recall, this was something that we had done about a year and a half ago, and now that we've done 300 bloom tubes, actually 301, including last week's, I thought it might be nice to get to know some of our bloomers again. And with us today, we have one of the original Bloom members. We have Jim Mears with us here today, and he is one of the original Bloom members. Good morning, Jim. How are you this morning?
Good morning, Russ. I'm doing very well.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, I'm a Kansan by birth. Lived in Colorado, Oregon, Washington, California, and I was a teacher. I taught on a college level at Mount Hood College in Oregon and was there for about 15 years. And I have one daughter by a previous marriage. I have two other marriages. And this is me. I'm at Bloom. I've been here since 2002. And apparently like it. I'm back again.
And how did you find Bloom, and what brought you to Bloom?
Mike Shearer, actually. I ran into Mike at the Gay Pride Center, and Kevin and he were opening a hug booth. And Mike turned around and grabbed me and gave me a big hug, and he says, "Hi, I'm working with my boyfriend and we're starting a new ministry." And so that was the beginning, and I came to a Bible study at Kevin and Mike's apartment. And Joe and Ann were there, who are old timers, and there were about 5 or 6 others that are still around. Make it sound like we're ancient, but we're not really.
And since we are talking to an original Bloom member, I'd like to know a little bit about Palapas, where the services first started.
The Palapas experience was really wonderful. It lasted about a year and a half, maybe almost 2 years. And we would meet outside 9 o'clock in the morning, and we would try to beat the heat. Sometimes it would be cold, depending on the seasons. And we'd be outside under 2 large canopies. And I remember when we graduated from 1 canopy to 2 canopies, we thought we were really big at that time. I also remember the first time that there were 10 people there. That was a big time. You know, it was very much similar to our current worship service in that we had all of the same parts. But it was outside and it was cold, and sometimes you had to sit close to your neighbor, and if it was too hot you had to borrow water from them. It was a saga.
Yeah. Now, what inspires you about Bloom?
I think the fact that new people are coming in all the time, and those that stay really benefit our organization. They do so many different ministries and works that are beneficial to so many people. And I think to me that's the most inspiring part. I was initial starter of the sandwiches on Mondays, and that was quite an experience. We worked directly with the director of
Well in the Desert.
Well, and that's it. Thank you. I knew you knew. Anyway. Yeah, and it was very fun.
Well, thank you, Jim. Thank you for being here today on After Bloom. And I want to say, Sandwich Mondays for a long time, until I started working a full-time job, was one of my ministries as well. And you know, we can always use people down there at Well in the Desert to make sandwiches. The need is greater than ever. And always remember that when you volunteer, the life you change may be your very own. Thank you for joining us here today on After Bloom. God bless, and we'll see you next time. Thank you, Jim.
Thank you, Russ.